Like, I definitely enjoyed having a lot of what happened in this episode.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where today we are talking about Ultraman Orb episode 7. Um, this is a very fun character building episode, and there's a few like really interesting choices they made with this one. Specifically,
That's right.
this is an episode about a girl who has dreams about the future.
She can see the future.
Yes. So our episode starts with this girl having a dream about the future. There is it's a foggy dream where in it she sees Ultraman Orb fighting a monster.
I thought it was because I missed the intro, and obviously they kind of showed on the title card what it's going to look. I thought it was another Ultraman.
With the ears?
I've seen weirder.
I mean, like there's a couple of Ultramen that have like 2 head crests, but like that's pretty uncommon.
I kind of got like creepypasta Slender Man vibes from the silhouette, especially with like the shiny eyes.
Mhm.
I was expecting it to be much more sinister looking when it finally got revealed.
I mean, it's sinister in a different way.
Yeah.
So anyway, the girl has this dream. She wakes up and she starts sketching the monster. I like
We
The
get
hell
a
of a
nice
dream
little
journal.
recap of all the monsters we've seen so far.
Yep. Which
oh
gets
my god.
so we also get that a little more when we go visit the SSP, but I like the idea that she's like drawing what she sees in her dreams. And we get like again just that like kind of creepy silhouette. I don't think when we actually see the monster itself it quite lives up to like how creepy just like the black outline of it is.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's like still really dope.
She's the one summoning all the creatures. It's not Juggler.
Dude, that would have been a wild twist.
I very much thought that this was gonna go with like the manifestation angle.
I do have a joke about this later on in the episode because there is something that kind of hints at a thing that Josh and I have made many jokes about. Yeah, so we cut to Naomi eating, and Shin and Jeddah are reading the girl's blog because she's like talking about how like, oh, we found this this girl. She's predicting the future, and
yeah, she's clearly drawing these creatures and immediately uploading them.
Yep.
Without scanning or taking a picture.
Yep. They're just there now. But
that kind of bugged me.
Yeah. Then we get
just drawing them on a tablet.
Except it's clearly not because she has a sketchbook.
Yeah. It was clearly pencil and paper. Well, charcoal and paper.
It's one of those smart pens. It's fine.
Yep. So then we get a moment where I like this too. This is a little character beat that like it's sort of a, if you're not paying attention, like it's such an underplayed moment that I really love. Where Guy has just taken a shower. He comes out. He walks into the room, and Shin and Jeddah are pissed off because he's wearing their clothes.
Oh, they're my favorite shorts.
Yeah, you're wearing my favorite vest. Yeah, I feel like that's such a really good little character beat for Guy because, like, we always see him basically wearing the exact same thing.
I mean, he's got his Stetson and duster jacket. Like, if you could pull that off, you wouldn't really wear anything else.
Yeah, but it also implies that is literally all he owns.
I mean, he is a multi millennia old being. He may be the most nomadic.
Yeah.
He just manifests those clothes. He's just like,
this is what I think. This is what I think I should be wearing, so I'm wearing them.
He's got a Green Lantern ring somewhere.
Yeah.
Ew. The worst of all the lanterns.
So the girl Haruka, they go through like her blog and they find out that she has been predicting all the monsters that Orb has fought so far.
And they know because they check the server dates.
Yep. And then they talk about how, Abe Lincoln had a dream about like his
Being
assassination.
I don't think that's true.
And then we get something that I'm hoping you were excited about, Alex, where they bring up the future predicting machine again.
I was so excited about this.
I was
He brings
certain.
it back. He's standing in front of it. I'm like, yes.
Yep.
I wrote this in my notes. I was just like, yes, it's back.
Yep. No, I 100% wrote, Alex will love this.
Guess who's back?
Yep.
Back
This
again.
is such a point of contention for this entire breakdown of this season.
Yep.
I need this to matter.
Yep.
Though we have not seen the other inventions, that one needed to come back.
Which they're hoping they can use her to like make it better.
She's just the battery now.
Yep.
No, she's part of the machine learning. She's the test set.
So then
I just like to think they'd put jumper cables on her, like.
I mean, that's probably how you'd visualize that. Yeah.
Mhm. So then Naomi calls Haruka, convinces her to come over because she's like, hey, I've had prophecy dreams too.
Literally cold calls her.
Yep. And Haruka comes over and she's like, okay, so let's talk about this. And Haruka's like, I thought we were going to like have a conversation. I didn't realize this was going to be a weird interview. You brought me here under false pretenses. And then
You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Yep. And then another great little character beat where Shin and Jeddah come up and they like, hey, you want some like tea? Hey, you want this cake? Hey, you're
Please
a girl.
notice me, senpai.
You're a girl that we don't always talk to. Here you go. We wouldn't do this.
Against shut down by her, but you're new.
You're not our boss. We can try to like flirt with you. Yep. And then we get a little bit of a breakdown on how Haruka's predictions work. That she's had these visions for years, and specifically, she says you cannot change them. They're basically set in stone. Whatever she predicts is destined to happen. It is fate. And Naomi brings up that she has also had a weird dream. Specifically, she dreams about a giant of light fighting a monster, and we are shown that first fight from the start of episode 1 where Orb is fighting Zeton.
So she knows already.
Yep. So that first fight that took place undisclosed amount of time ago, she somehow has seen this fight. And this specifically, because she had this dream, this inspired her to start the SSP.
I wonder if she's the one who gave them their name.
Oh, 100%. The way that she constantly yells something search people and points up at the sky, she is so proud of that shit. Yep.
Yeah, she shouldn't.
Yeah. So we cut to another vision. We see that the Orb is fighting this monster in burn mite form. And then immediate cut to Guy and Haruka at the park. And Guy's like, it's nice, it's peaceful. And Haruka's like, hey, I had a vision where you turned into Orb. You're Ultraman Orb, aren't you? Aren't you?
You're an alien from another universe.
I love that, like, she says this, and then just a bunch of kids run up and all start trying to pressure Guy into transforming into Orb.
We eavesdropped.
Yep,
We're children.
Yep, there's now a handful of children that just know Guy's secret.
Well, don't worry.
No.
During the fight, he accidentally steps on him.
Right.
Yeah, this is gonna get super dark.
You just see him wipe his feet off.
See, I was going with this
Oops.
turning into Kong Pao. You went dark.
So
Those children died in that movie.
So we find out that Haruka's dreams, like everything she's seen has happened. It's usually bad stuff, like, oh, she got her heart broken, her parents got divorced, and that this forced, like, all these bad things that she predicted caused her to, like, hate and resent having this power.
Are you saying it was actually her fault?
Yeah, it
For
was
the
her fault.
divorce?
Yeah, it was her fault that her parents got a divorce.
I'm just saying her sample
They
size.
just came up like, well, she dreamt it. We got to do it.
God, this fucking kid's a bummer.
We don't want to break our child's dream, do we?
Yep. I also love this moment, like, where Guy gets into, like, his past a little bit, because he talks about how he's no savior, and that he couldn't save his friend, which is why he lost his original power, and he has to use these cards. That fight we saw in the first episode, because he couldn't save his friend, he lost his connection to the light. Yep. And he has to use these cards to, like, make up for not having his original form anymore. So now we have official confirmation that fight is the reason why he can't transform on his own.
Because he's a bitch.
Because he's a bitch. Then we get the you can't change the past, you can change the future from Guy. Because Guy is a man who's haunted.
Cow.
No, first we get Uncle eating that cake and drinking the tea that was meant for Haruka.
Oh God, that's right.
I love he's just sitting there eating it like, oh, this is fucking awesome. I don't know why you guys have this cake, but I'm taking it.
But we also get the reveal of Naomi's episode length employment.
Yep.
As
She
a
works
cow.
for somewhere that requires her to dress up like a cow.
Yep.
To be milked.
Oh God, that'd be so fucked for a children's show. I love that Shin and Jetta come up and they're like, hey, so Haruka and Guy are hanging out at the park together alone. It seems like they're making friends fast, and you can see Naomi's just, like, visibly angry about this.
I mean,
Like,
she
she's
literally makes fists.
Yep, and she starts pouting about it.
Yeah, I'll kill you all.
Oh, God damn it.
Going to work.
This is the only man I know who isn't you guys.
And
It's-
I'm going to work.
I know.
And then she takes the udders and like starts squirting milk at him. Like,
I like to, like, headcanon for me is Naomi knows her uncle, maybe her dad. She knows her uncle, maybe her dad, Jetta, Shin, Guy, and Juggler. Two of those people.
You know that she doesn't know her cousins via her uncle because they don't really exist.
I mean,
yeah,
they'll exist
she's
eventually.
She's the child we don't talk about.
Yeah. I mean, we get her cousin.
But he's trying to be a good dad, but like in an uncle way.
Yeah. He's being
Why
a
can't
good
he be
dad,
uncle
but
to my
not to
own
his
kid?
own kid.
Yeah.
So then we get a cut to Haruka. She's blogging. She's telling people to stay away from the park because the monster's going to come. And she's just getting flamed in the comments.
Now, basically, the internet happens to her, and she's upset by it. I
Yep.
identify. I get it.
Yep. Just 100% flamed in the comments about this.
All right, everybody in the comments, flame Alex right now.
Nothing has changed.
Yep. Then we get another vision of the fight, and we see that in Burnmite form, Guy is going to be hit with a beam attack from behind. He's going to go back to his humanoid form, and he's going to be dead. And that's how this vision ends now. This is the death of Guy. And then the monster shows up.
That's how the season ends.
Yep, the season ends this episode. It's a real kick in the balls.
You want cliffhangers? Here you go.
Yeah, it's not even a cliffhanger. It's just an end. No, Monster shows
Juggler
up.
wins.
Yep, Monster shows up. It just starts causing havoc. Uncle calls it in on the radio. And then Guy shows up. And he says the monster is reacting to negative energy. It's reacting to bad vibes.
You got
Oh,
some
no.
bad chi about you.
And Haruka is like, hey, Guy, you're going to die if you show up. Like, you can't, like, you're going to die. And the monster starts crying, and its tears melt a building.
Acid rain tears.
Yes. And Guy says that, it's reacting specifically to Haruka. And that she is, in a way, with her bad vibes controlling this, kind of like the greatest monster of all, Anne Hathaway.
Depression. Oh.
Alex, you look very stunned. Which one are you reacting to?
What?
Are you reacting to depression or Anne Hathaway?
Anne Hathaway. What the hell?
Oh, did you not see the top tier monster list?
Yeah, dude. Anne Hathaway.
The worst.
Yeah. From that movie where Anne Hathaway's in control of a giant monster.
Why did that happen?
I don't know.
Because Anne Hathaway. We don't
Yes.
talk about it.
Like Anne Hathaway, this monster too is being controlled by the bad vibes of a woman. Take that, Japan.
Take that, society.
Mm-hmm.
Alex is like, nope, can't comment. Can't do it.
Get in the comments.
I don't even know how to weigh in on this.
Get in the comments. This is how Alex feels about women in monsters.
This is how he feels about award-winning actress Anne Hathaway.
Straight out of his mouth, but Nick said it.
Yep. Anne Hathaway, the greatest monster of all time.
Person.
He got so high pitched that it blocked his fucking voice.
Yep. Oh, that was good.
Oh.
I'm turning off comments on this.
So yeah.
We'll be in the next video.
Yep. So Guy says he's going to change his fate, and he turns into Burnmite. And the fight starts.
Yeah.
If I know I'm gonna be beaten as Burnmite, I should turn into Burnmite.
But
I don't-
he didn't know.
yeah.
He wasn't given that information. He doesn't know that his brilliant mutton horns are going to be in danger.
Yeah. He just knows that he's going to die.
Yeah, that's why the monster grabs him by his mutton horns and just starts wailing on him.
Dude, that thing fucking kicks the shit out of him.
See, when you get grabbed by the mutton horns, you gotta you do the thing they don't expect and push back and stab him. But no.
You break your own neck.
Yep. No, dude, I'm going to be honest. The amount of times he gets kicked while he's on the ground is ridiculous.
He just gets tossed.
Like, it is 100% a kick you while you're down monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, almost immediately his color timer starts to go off, too. Like just being wailed on while he's on the ground sets that thing off. Then we get a flashback where we cut back to Naomi and Guy talking about, fate and whatnot.
It's like we get a flashback to like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. And then Haruka, through these flashbacks, is like, maybe you can change your fate. And she tells him, to hang on and get up. He uses a fire attack again.
Yeah. Falcon body.
Yep.
I mean, not before he smells that monster's feet. He
Yep.
just like
Takes a big old whiff.
and
'Cause,
throws him.
yep. Takes a big old whiff of the Anne Hathaway monster's feet. Yep. So,
God damn you, Anne Hathaway.
Yep. Haruka tells Guy to get out of the way to dodge. He learned how to dodge. And then
By doing a flip.
He dodges the attack.
Someone's been throwing wrenches at him.
Yep. She's suddenly surprised by, oh wait, everything changed because I told him what was going to happen.
Again, her sample size was incredibly small.
Mm-hmm. I imagine, like,
unlike Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway's giant.
She's Colossus.
Yeah, she's colossal.
Are we just going to name this episode Anne Hathaway's a Monster?
I might have to do that. I haven't given, like, I've just been saying, like, whatever episode number recap. I might have to put that in, like, the description of the episode at least.
What is happening?
Alex, you have to know about this movie at this point. We've made so many references. There's a movie about Anne Hathaway.
Of this ire. I don't get it.
There's a movie where Anne Hathaway is, like, somehow bonded to a kaiju, and whatever she does, the kaiju does too. It's called Colossal.
What the hell movie is this?
It's called Colossal.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why we've been calling Anne Hathaway the greatest monster. She is literally in a kaiju movie where she is in control of the kaiju. It's called Colossal. I think
2016.
Yeah, I think the dude who plays Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
so is it
Jason
Sudeikis. Yeah, he controls a robot, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a real thing. That's why we haven't been slandering Anne Hathaway. We've just been referencing a specific movie she starred in.
Also, the guy from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is in this.
Yeah. Yeah, this was like
in Holes too.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's a creepy little fucker.
Yeah. Alex his mind is blown that we weren't just blatantly slandering Anne Hathaway.
I was getting worried.
No, we're out for blood. Worried. We're trying to flame the shit out of Anne Hathaway for views.
Boys, this is not how we get famous.
We're gonna start a fucking feud with Anne Hathaway. We'll totally win that.
I can't wait to be famous for just slandering Anne Hathaway.
The Mega Monster podcast, guys.
Yep.
Go on tonight. They've known for their long-term feud with Anne Hathaway, stretching back through the years.
Yep. So yeah, after he dodges, he transforms into Spacium's Empyrean, so he can't be like that. Vision can't happen anymore because he's in the wrong form.
Several minutes ago, I quit the podcast. I don't know.
Yep.
Anne Hathaway, if you ever watch this, I loved you in Ella Enchanted and The Devil Wears Prada.
I loved you in Interstellar and pretty much everything else.
And I loved you in.
I was defending you when I didn't know what the hell was going on.
And I loved you in being an attractive, age-appropriate woman.
I really appreciated you in that very small part in The Family Guy. It's a trap episode.
So anyway,
I feel like Nick just made the bar real low though with that comment.
Also, you're the greatest fucking monster in the world.
Yep.
And we're back.
So Orb hits it with the Sparian ray, and the monster just kind of dissipates. And
the monster like almost resignedly takes the hit too. Like,
oh yeah, that's because Haruka has decided that her bad vibes are causing problems, just like Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, she's Anne Hathaway. She channels Anne Hathaway in this.
Yeah. So
I feel like she
just like Anne Hathaway.
No.
She terrorized Japan.
Yeah. Wait, I thought it wasn't it Soul?
You're conjuring in my mind is unpleasant.
Yeah, it was Soul.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was pretty sure it was Soul. But yeah, so then
her name was Gloria. Do not besmirch Anne Hathaway anymore.
So then the SSP get a letter from Haruka, and the letter's all about how like she's learned that she can change fate. And she thinks that Naomi's vision connects her to Orb. And then we get Haruka hanging out. Like, we get Haruka talk with Guy one last time. And I genuinely love this scene. This is like a great way to end an episode where she's like, hey, so I had another vision of you.
And me getting it on.
Yeah. No, she has
only vision bad things. Wait.
Yeah, she has this vision where Guy's like surrounded by darkness as he's reaching out to grab onto the Ultraman Belial card.
Is that his original form?
No,
Is he going to become a monster?
I mean, maybe. I will say that is not his original form. That is a character that was in many movies before the series.
Oh, okay.
Can you do me a favor and like edit, like just like post that scene in our video, but it's just Anne Hathaway's face on the card?
You know what? Maybe I'll do that as like a fucking like YouTube short. Just I'll cut you asking for that, and then it'll like cut to that.
And then it's just like him transforming as just Anne Hathaway, like.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I will help you with this. That would be an amazing short.
That would be pretty great. I might sit down and do that sometime next week. I'll wait until the episode like goes up before that like pops up though.
And do it like in slow motion. It's just a bunch of sound clips of you guys being like, and Anne Hathaway, and then it's just like me at the end being like, what?
Yeah. Yep. So
just at the end, it's just Anne Hathaway.
Yep. So yeah, and then Guy says something about how like even if she loses sight of it, the page is blank, just like the future.
Very deep. You just got to go find it again.
Yep. And that's the episode. So what'd you guys think of this?
It was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, really liked this episode. Might have been one of the stronger episodes of Orb we've gotten yet.
Yep.
It gave some real Hathaway vibes.
It did give a lot of Hathaway vibes. Yay, dead air.
And cut.
Yeah, so again, I love the ending of this episode and like that like heavy foreshadowing.
Oh yeah.
Like, because again, last episode we got like the reveal of the Belial card and that Don Nostra has it, and this is like
John.
a nod that at some point in the future, Guy will probably get a hold of this card too,
and then he will become a monster.
I wonder how these cards exist in the universe. Like,
are
all of these Ultramen dead?
No.
And then they become cards, or do when you become an Ultraman, a card forms in existence somewhere else in the universe?
No, they died and was sent to the Shadow Realm.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yugimoto.
I'm going to tell you right now. In Orb's movie, he straight up works with at least one of the Ultramen on these cards he's used so far.
I just want to imagine he's working with them, and yet he pulls out that card and he goes, ah! Fuses with them.
Ultraman Zero just dies on screen.
So they're the Ultraman version of baseball cards. Like the baseball player exists, and so does their card.
So I like to headcanon like these transformation devices. So this is the first of I consider like a 3 spiritual trilogy. It starts with this one, then it goes into Jeed, and then it goes into Zet. I consider those to be like a loose trilogy, where they're the 3 fusion ultras. Orb uses the cards, obviously. Jeed uses capsules, and Zet uses like metals, like coin metals, to transform that have like connections to previous ultras.
Totally poggers.
My headcanon on this is it has like the imprint of their power in these objects. And it's not like directly like he's using their power to transform. He's using the imprint of their power to transform Same with Jeed, same with Zet. And that's why it's not like an instant transformation, because he needs 2 imprints to like bridge himself to the light.
So they're essentially Power Rangers.
Yes. But yeah, that's my headcanon is these are like objects that have an imprint of their power on them that were used to like seal the monster's way in this show. And there's other reasons behind these various things in the other entries I mentioned.
Well, that's why he gets rewarded with an Ultraman card when he defeats certain monsters.
Mm-hmm. Because that was the Ultraman whose power imprint was used to seal away that monster. Yeah. So, what do you guys think is going to happen next time? Going forward.
Based on the
well, we're going to definitely have a love triangle
the after credit scene. I think we might get something akin to the rat episodes from Arc.
Mm-hmm.
It might be small kaiju, small mystery, big kaiju fight in the end. Like, it might not. I don't know. I wasn't as excited for the preview as I was for what this episode turned out to be.
Yeah, that's fair. So we're about a third of the way through the show. So I had said previously that we had like finished up the first arc.
Mm-hmm.
We are now like firmly moving into the second arc.
The first orb.
So
yep.
I do want to bring something up that we haven't talked about in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with this monster. Snoot or no snoot?
Cat like snoot.
Cat like snoot? Okay.
You would boop it?
Yeah, I would boop it.
Yeah, I think it's a solid boopable snoot.
I think the ears sold it for me, oddly enough.
Yeah, the rabbit ass ears definitely help it. Yeah, tune in next time for Ultraman Orb, episode 9.
What about 8?
Wait, is it 8? I can't keep track of what we're doing anymore. I thought this was 8.
7.
This is 7.
Well, before we go, Anne Hathaway, you're a monster.
She is a monster.
Dude.